not a smooth ride down a gentle hill. No, it's a brutal climb up a steep mountain. And if you want to reach the summit, you have to embrace every ounce of struggle along the way. Every time you feel that weight on your shoulders, every time you're faced with adversity, that's your moment to shine. It's your opportunity to show what you're made of. When challenges come knocking at your door, you don't shy away. You don't run. You stand tall, look them dead in the eye, and say, bring it on. When life slaps you in the face, it's easy to feel defeated. You might think, why is this happening to me? You start to play the victim, blaming circumstances, people, or even bad luck for your misfortunes. But here's the truth, that mindset is a poison. It'll eat you alive. Instead, you need to flip the script. Understand that every challenge is a test, a trial designed to forge you into something stronger, something greater. Embrace the struggle. It's not just part of the journey, it's the journey itself. Think about it for a moment. Every great achievement in history was born from struggle. The inventors, the leaders, the warriors all faced incredible obstacles before they reached their goals. They didn't sit back and wait for things to get better. They took personal responsibility for their situation and they pushed through the pain. When you embrace struggle, you develop an unshakable mindset. You learn to thrive in chaos, to find your strength in moments of weakness. Now let's talk about accountability. Taking personal ownership of your challenges is a game changer. It means acknowledging that you are in control of your life, your choices, and your responses. Life is going to throw curveballs at you, no doubt about it. But how you respond to those challenges is entirely up to you. You can either wallow in self-pity, or you can take action. You can either complain about how tough things are, or you can rise up and make a plan to overcome them. The choice is yours. When you embrace the struggle, you start to see it as a necessary part of your growth. You realize that every setback is an opportunity for a comeback. That's where true strength lies. It's not about avoiding pain, it's about confronting it head on. When you hit rock bottom, you have two options: stay down or get up. Choosing to get up is the most powerful decision you can make. It's a declaration that you refuse to be defined by your circumstances. You are more than your struggles. You are a warrior ready to fight for your dreams. Let's get one thing straight. The road to success is littered with obstacles. If you think it's going to be a walk in the park, you're in for a rude awakening. But here's the beauty of it. All those obstacles are what make the journey worthwhile. Each challenge is a chance to prove yourself, to test your limits, and to expand your capabilities. When you embrace struggle, you become unstoppable. You develop a hunger for adversity because you know that it's shaping you into the person you're meant to be. Now think about the mindset shift that comes with embracing struggle. Instead of viewing obstacles as barriers, you begin to see them as stepping stones. You start to understand that discomfort is a sign of growth. When you push through the pain, you're not just getting stronger, you're also gaining valuable lessons along the way. Every struggle teaches you something new about yourself. It reveals your weaknesses, but it also shows your potential. It's in those moments of struggle that you discover who you truly are. Engaging in self-reflection is critical when you're in the midst of a struggle. You need to ask yourself tough questions. What am I learning from this experience? How can I use this challenge to become better? Dig deep. Look inside yourself and confront your fears and insecurities. It's uncomfortable, but that's where the growth happens. Every time you face adversity, take a moment to reflect on it. Analyze your response, your emotions, and your mindset. This practice will help you build resilience, preparing you for whatever life throws your way. And let's not forget about the power of resilience. Embracing struggle is like building muscle. The more you lift, the stronger you get. Each time you face a challenge and push through, you're adding to your mental toughness. It's a muscle that can always be developed and strengthened. The key is to keep going, even when you want to quit. Life will test you. It's not a matter of if, but when. But if you've built that resilience through embracing struggle, you'll bounce back faster and stronger than ever. You also need to understand the ripple effect of your struggle. When you take on your challenges and emerge victorious, you're not just changing your life, you're inspiring others to do the same. Your journey of embracing struggle becomes a beacon of hope for those around you. People are watching. Your ability to confront adversity head on can encourage others to step up and tackle their own struggles. Your story can ignite a fire in someone else's heart, motivating them to push through their own hardships. So embrace the struggle with open arms. It's not just a part of life, it's the very essence of what it means to be alive. When you take it personally, you transform every challenge into an opportunity for growth. You become the master of your own destiny, using every ounce of pain to fuel your fire. Let the struggle shape you into the warrior you're meant to be. Life is hard, but you are harder. Embrace it. Accountability is the cornerstone of personal growth. It's about taking full ownership of your life, your decisions, and your results. Too many people are quick to blame external circumstances for their failures, pointing fingers at the world around them instead of looking in the mirror. It's time to stop that. You are the captain of your ship, the master of your fate. And if you want to chart a course towards success, you need to embrace accountability with everything you've got. When you start taking accountability for your life, you shift your entire mindset. Instead of waiting for things to happen to you, you become the driving force behind your own journey. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You are a warrior, ready to fight against the odds. You must understand that everything you experience, good or bad, is a result of the choices you make. If you're unhappy with your situation, you have the power to change it. But it starts with acknowledging that you are responsible for your path. Think about it. How often do you hear people complain about their jobs, their relationships, or their lack of success? They'll say things like, if only my boss recognized my efforts, or if only I had better luck. This mentality is toxic. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. When you blame others for your problems, you relinquish control over your life. You allow external factors to dictate your happiness, your progress, and your future. That's a dangerous game to play. Accountability means taking a hard look at yourself and asking tough questions. What am I doing to contribute to my situation? How am I holding myself back? This requires a level of self-honesty that many people shy away from. It's uncomfortable, but that discomfort is where the magic happens. You have to face your own shortcomings and recognize that you are the one standing in your way. When you do this, you create a clear path toward improvement. Taking accountability also means owning your mistakes. We all mess up. We all fall short at times. But instead of hiding from our failures or making excuses, we must learn to confront them head on. Acknowledge what went wrong and accept that it's part of the journey. Every mistake is a lesson, a stepping stone to becoming a better version of yourself. By owning your failures, you transform them into valuable insights that propel you forward. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Once you start taking accountability for your actions, you'll notice something remarkable. Your confidence will grow. When you know that you are in control of your life, you become more willing to take risks. You stop fearing failure because you understand that every setback is just another opportunity to learn and improve. This newfound confidence will empower you to pursue your goals with relentless determination. You'll become a force to be reckoned with. Let's not forget that accountability is contagious. When you start to take responsibility for your own life, you inspire those around you to do the same. People will notice your attitude, your work ethic, and your refusal to make excuses. You become a role model, a shining example of what it means to own your journey. Your accountability can create a ripple effect, motivating others to step up and take charge of their lives. It's a powerful thing when a community comes together, each individual taking responsibility for their own actions and choices. You must also learn to set boundaries and hold yourself accountable for maintaining them. If you want to grow, you need to protect your time and energy. This means saying no to distractions, toxic relationships, and negative influences. Be proactive in creating an environment that fosters your growth. You can't expect to reach your full potential if you're surrounded by people who drag you down. Take responsibility for curating the space around you. If someone isn't supporting your journey, it's time to distance yourself. It's essential to establish clear goals and hold yourself accountable for achieving them. Write them down, make them visible. When you have a target to aim for, it's easier to stay focused and driven. Break those goals down into actionable steps and take ownership of your progress. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small, but don't let complacency creep in. Always be pushing for the next level, the next challenge. This commitment to your goals will keep you motivated and accountable. As you embrace accountability, don't shy away from seeking feedback. Constructive criticism can be a powerful tool for growth. When you're open to feedback, you're actively engaging in self-improvement. You're saying, I want to get better. It takes courage to ask for help or insights from others, but that vulnerability is what sets you apart. Remember, you don't have to have all the answers. It's okay to lean on your support network for guidance and perspective. In the end, accountability is about more than just personal responsibility. It's about empowerment. When you take ownership of your life, you reclaim your power. You stop living in the shadows of your circumstances and you step into the light of your potential. The world is full of challenges, but by embracing accountability, you will rise above them. You will forge a path to success that's uniquely yours, built on the foundation of hard work, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to owning your journey. Take that responsibility seriously and watch how it transforms your life. Using personal challenges as motivation for growth is one of the most powerful mindsets you can adopt. Life is going to throw punches at you. There's no escaping that. You will face adversity, setbacks, and obstacles that test your very will to push forward. But here's the key. Instead of letting those challenges defeat you, you need to harness that energy and turn it into fuel for your growth. The pain you experience can be the spark that ignites your transformation. When life knocks you down, it's easy to feel hopeless, like you're trapped in a pit with no way out. But that's where the shift in mindset comes in. Instead of seeing challenges as insurmountable walls, view them as opportunities to grow stronger. Every struggle is a chance to learn, to evolve, and to become a better version of yourself. Embrace that struggle. It's not just a part of life, it's an essential ingredient in your personal development. Let's talk about the raw reality of adversity. It's uncomfortable, it's painful, and it can be downright brutal. But within that discomfort lies the potential for greatness. Every successful person you admire has faced challenges that made them question their abilities. The difference is that they didn't let those challenges break them. They used the pain as a catalyst for change. Instead of curling up in a ball and feeling sorry for themselves, they rose up, transformed that pain into purpose, and became stronger than ever. Consider the idea of the crucible. A crucible is a container in which metals are heated to extreme temperatures, causing them to change form. The same concept applies to our personal struggles. When you're in the heat of the moment, when everything seems to be going wrong, that's your crucible. You have two choices: let it melt you down or allow it to refine you. If you choose to rise to the occasion, you will emerge from that crucible as a stronger, more resilient individual. Taking personal challenges and using them as motivation requires a shift in perspective. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This simple change in question can alter the entire trajectory of your life. It's about taking ownership of your experiences, good and bad, and using them to fuel your desire for improvement. This mindset transforms obstacles into stepping stones. But let's get real here. This isn't about denying your feelings or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about acknowledging the pain and discomfort and then choosing to channel that energy into something productive. Feel the weight of your struggles, but don't let them crush you. Use that weight to build muscle. When you're faced with a challenge, take a moment to sit with those feelings. Allow yourself to process the emotions and then channel that into action. Imagine you're faced with a setback, a failed project, a relationship that fell apart, or a personal loss. The initial reaction might be despair, frustration, or anger. But rather than letting those feelings take over, ask yourself how you can use this experience to fuel your growth. What skills did you learn during this process? What could you do differently next time? These reflections can turn your pain into a powerful motivator for change. Now let's talk about action. Motivation is just a word if it doesn't lead to action. Once you've identified the lessons from your challenges, it's time to put them into practice. Set new goals based on what you've learned. If you stumble because of a lack of preparation, then commit to better planning next time. If a relationship ended due to miscommunication, focus on improving your communication skills. Every challenge should lead to a tangible action step that propels you forward. Remember, growth isn't linear. It's messy, chaotic, and filled with ups and downs. You'll have days when you feel like you're on top of the world, and others when it feels like you're back at square one. That's okay. The key is to keep pushing through, even when it gets tough. Each time you encounter a challenge, remind yourself of how far you've come. Acknowledge your resilience. You've overcome so much already, and you have the strength to keep going. As you adopt this mindset, you'll find that you're not just growing individually, you're also inspiring others to do the same. When you share your story of overcoming adversity, you create a ripple effect. People see your determination and begin to question their own struggles. Your journey becomes a source of motivation for them, encouraging them to embrace their challenges and turn them into growth opportunities. And you become a beacon of hope, showing that it's possible to rise above adversity. Don't forget the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people during this process. You want to be around individuals who lift you up, who inspire you to push beyond your limits. When you're facing challenges, having a strong support network can make all the difference. Seek out mentors and peers who have faced their own struggles and emerged victorious. Their experiences can serve as a roadmap for your own journey. And here's the kicker: growth doesn't stop. Once you overcome one challenge, another will arise. That's the reality of life. But each time you face a new obstacle, remember that you have the tools to turn that struggle into motivation. You've done it before and you can do it again. The key is to stay committed to the process, to keep pushing forward, and to continue embracing the challenges that come your way. So, when life gets tough, and don't shy away from the struggle. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it to fuel your growth. Let your personal challenges be the fire that ignites your passion for improvement. By doing so, you'll not only transform your own life, but also inspire those around you to rise to their own challenges. Remember, it's not the struggle that defines you, it's how you respond to it that will ultimately shape your destiny. Use that power wisely. Building mental toughness is not just a buzzword, it's a necessity. In a world where everything is constantly changing, where challenges arise without warning, and where setbacks can feel overwhelming, having a resilient mindset is what separates the winners from the losers. Mental toughness is the armor you wear when life gets tough, and it's built through a commitment to embrace discomfort, push through adversity, and rise above the challenges thrown your way. Let's get one thing straight: mental toughness isn't something you're born with. It's a skill, a muscle that you must train just like you would your physical body. If you want to build those muscles, you have to put in the work. You must be willing to step outside your comfort zone and face the pain head on. It's not going to be easy, and it's definitely not going to be comfortable. But let me tell you, that's where the magic happens. It's in those uncomfortable moments that you discover your true strength. Picture this: you're in the midst of a grueling workout. Your body is screaming at you to stop. Every muscle aches and your lungs feel like they're on fire. But this is where mental toughness comes into play. It's that inner voice that says, no, I'm not done yet. I can push through this. It's the realization that the pain is temporary, but the strength you gain from overcoming it is permanent. Each time you push past the point of discomfort, you're building mental resilience. You're proving to yourself that you can endure, that you can overcome. Mental toughness is about having the grit to keep going when the going gets tough. Life will test you. You'll face obstacles that seem insurmountable, moments when you want to throw in the towel and give up. But here's the thing: those are the moments that define you. When you choose to keep pushing forward, to dig deep and find that inner strength, you're building a foundation of mental toughness that will serve you for the rest of your life. Let's talk about the importance of setting high standards for yourself. If you want to cultivate mental toughness, you have to expect more from yourself. Mediocrity should never be an option. Strive for excellence in everything you do, whether it's in your workouts, your work, or your relationships. Hold yourself accountable and refuse to settle for less than your best. This commitment to excellence forces you to step up, to confront your weaknesses, and to push through the discomfort that comes with growth. And when you encounter setbacks, don't let them break you. Instead, let them fuel your fire. Embrace the challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. It's easy to feel defeated when things don't go your way, but true mental toughness is about resilience. It's about bouncing back from failures and using them as stepping stones to propel you forward. When you face adversity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Each setback holds valuable lessons that can strengthen your resolve and prepare you for future challenges. Another critical component of mental toughness is the power of positive self-talk. The words you tell yourself matter. They shape your reality and influence your mindset. If you constantly feed yourself negative thoughts, you're going to feel defeated before you even start. On the flip side, if you practice positive affirmations and visualize your success, you're training your mind to believe in your abilities. This doesn't mean you should ignore your weaknesses. It means you should acknowledge them and then focus on your strengths. Cultivating a positive mindset allows you to approach challenges with confidence and determination. Now, let's talk about the importance of persistence. Mental toughness isn't about being invincible. It's about being relentless. It's about showing up day after day, putting in the work, and refusing to back down in the face of adversity. There will be days when you don't feel like it, when every fiber of your being is screaming for you to quit. But this is when you need to dig deep and push through. Consistency is key. Each small step you take adds up over time, building the momentum you need to achieve your goals. Additionally, surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. The people you associate with can either lift you up or drag you down. Choose to be around those who encourage you to push beyond your limits, who hold you accountable for your goals, and who share your drive for success. This positive influence can make all the difference in your journey to building mental toughness. As you work on developing this mental toughness, don't forget the importance of self-care. This might seem counterintuitive, but taking time to recharge and nourish your mind and body is essential for maintaining resilience. You can't push yourself to the brink without giving yourself the opportunity to recover. Find activities that help you relax and reset, whether it's meditation, reading, or spending time in nature. A strong mind needs a balanced approach, and self-care is a critical component of that balance. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to test and strengthen your mental toughness. Embrace those moments when you feel like giving up. Use them as a gauge for your growth. Each time you push through, you're not just overcoming a hurdle, you're also reinforcing your mental fortitude. You're proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Ultimately, building mental toughness is about creating an unshakable foundation that will carry you through life's storms. It's about facing challenges head on and emerging stronger on the other side. The journey won't always be easy, but every step you take toward building your mental toughness is a step toward a more resilient, powerful you. Embrace the discomfort, embrace the struggle, and use it to fuel your journey toward greatness. You have the power to forge your path. Now go out there and own it. Personal accountability is one of the most powerful tools you can wield in your life. It's the ability to take full ownership of your actions, decisions, and the consequences that follow. In a world that often tries to shift blame and dodge responsibility, personal accountability sets you apart. It's what separates the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the walkers. If you want to achieve greatness, if you want to rise above mediocrity, you must embrace personal accountability as a non-negotiable principle in your life. Let's be real here. It's easy to point fingers. When things go wrong, it's tempting to find someone or something to blame. It's the government, the economy, your upbringing, or your boss. But every time you shift blame, you hand over your power. You give away your ability to change your circumstances. When you refuse to accept responsibility, you trap yourself in a victim mindset. You become a passenger in your own life, allowing others to dictate your journey. You have to break that cycle. You have to reclaim your power by owning your choices and their outcomes, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. Embracing personal accountability starts with a brutal self-assessment. You have to take a hard look in the mirror and confront the reality of your situation. What mistakes have you made? What decisions have led you down the wrong path? Acknowledging your shortcomings isn't about self-loathing, it's about self-awareness. It's about recognizing that you're not perfect and that mistakes are part of the journey. The moment you acknowledge your flaws is the moment you can begin to change. You can't fix what you refuse to face. Now, let's talk about the power of taking ownership. When you own your actions, you empower yourself to make changes. If you mess up, don't shy away from it, confront it head on. Admit when you're wrong. And apologize when necessary. But don't stop there, learn from your mistakes. Every misstep is a lesson waiting to be uncovered. Analyze what went wrong. Identify the triggers that led to the poor decision and develop a plan to avoid repeating it. This is where growth happens. This is where you transform pain into power. Being personally accountable also means setting clear goals and following through on them. It's not enough to just say you want to achieve something. You have to put in the work. Write down your goals, create a roadmap, and hold yourself accountable to that plan. No one else is responsible for your success but you. When you set a goal, it becomes your mission. Every day you wake up, ask yourself what you can do today to move closer to that goal. When you treat your goals with the seriousness they deserve, you'll start to see progress. And with progress comes the motivation to keep pushing forward. Let's face it, not everyone is going to support you on your journey. Some people will try to drag you down, and others will tell you that your goals are unrealistic. But you can't let that deter you. When you hold yourself accountable, you become your own biggest supporter. You need to be the one cheering for yourself, pushing yourself to go the extra mile when the going gets tough. Understand that your journey is unique and only you have the power to shape it. Personal accountability is also about recognizing that your environment influences your mindset. Surround yourself with individuals who embody the values you want to adopt. Find mentors, coaches, or peers who challenge you and hold you to a higher standard. Their influence can help you stay accountable. But remember, accountability starts from within. You have to be willing to push yourself beyond your limits. Don't wait for others to motivate you. Be your own motivator. When you make mistakes, and you have to own them. Don't let pride get in the way. Acknowledge your failures and learn from them. It's not about beating yourself up. It's about taking responsibility for your actions and understanding that every failure is a stepping stone to success. The road to greatness is paved with setbacks, but how you respond to those setbacks defines your character. Remember that excuses are the enemy of accountability. When you make excuses, you give yourself permission to fail. You justify why you didn't achieve your goals, why you didn't put in the effort, and why you let fear hold you back. Excuses are a trap. They will keep you stuck in a cycle of inaction and regret. Break free from that mindset. Hold yourself to a higher standard and eliminate the excuses. Instead of saying, I can't, ask yourself, how can I? As you embrace personal accountability, you will find that it empowers you to take risks. When you know that you are responsible for your decisions, you become more willing to step outside your comfort zone. You're not afraid to fail because you understand that failure is simply a part of the journey. You know that you can learn from your mistakes and come back stronger. This mindset breeds resilience. You will develop a tenacity that allows you to face challenges head on and emerge victorious. Finally, recognize that personal accountability is a continuous journey. It's not something you achieve and then move on from. It's a way of life. You will face new challenges, make new mistakes, and learn new lessons along the way. Embrace this process. Understand that growth is never a straight line. It's a winding road filled with ups and downs. Each time you hold yourself accountable, you strengthen your character and develop the mindset of a champion. The road ahead may be difficult, but remember that you have the power to shape your destiny. Embrace personal accountability as a guiding principle, and you will find that you have the strength to overcome any obstacle. When you take ownership of your actions, you take control of your life. You become the master of your fate, and that's where true empowerment lies. Take that power and run with it. You have what it takes to achieve greatness. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. Living with purpose is one of the most transformative things you can do for yourself. When you wake up every day with a sense of direction and intention, you become unstoppable. Purpose is the fuel that ignites the fire within you. It's what drives you to push through the pain, to endure the struggles, and to keep going when the odds are stacked against you. Without purpose, you drift aimlessly through life like a ship lost at sea. But when you identify your purpose, you become the captain of your own ship, steering it toward greatness. First, let's talk about the importance of identifying your purpose. It's not enough to go through the motions. You have to dig deep and figure out what truly matters to you. What are you passionate about? What gets you fired up? This isn't just about career ambitions or material success. It's about understanding what makes your heart race and your soul come alive. Take the time to reflect on your values and beliefs. What do you stand for? What legacy do you want to leave behind? When you find your purpose, it gives you clarity. You have a North Star to guide you through the chaos of life. But here's the kicker: finding your purpose isn't a one-time deal. It's a journey that evolves over time. Your purpose might change as you grow, learn, and experience life. Don't be afraid to reassess your goals and values as you move forward. Embrace the idea that your purpose can shift and be open to discovering new passions along the way. The key is to remain committed to that pursuit. Each day, ask yourself what actions you can take that align with your purpose. This will help you stay focused and energized, propelling you toward your goals. Once you've identified your purpose, it's time to take action. Purpose without action is just a dream. You have to put in the work to bring your vision to life. This is where the rubber meets the road. You need to set concrete goals that are aligned with your purpose, break them down into actionable steps, and then get to work. It's not always going to be easy. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when you want to give up, and when the obstacles seem insurmountable. But remember this: nothing worthwhile comes easy. When you face challenges, lean into your purpose. Let it be the driving force that pushes you to keep going, even when the going gets tough. Another essential aspect of living with purpose is understanding the impact you can have on others. Your purpose is not just about you, it's also about how you can contribute to the world around you. When you live with intention, you inspire others to do the same. Think about the legacy you want to leave behind. What mark do you want to make on this world? Every action you take, no matter how small, has the potential to create a ripple effect. By living your purpose authentically, you encourage those around you to find their own purpose. You become a beacon of hope and motivation, and that's a powerful thing. Moreover, when you encounter setbacks on your journey, remember that they don't define you. Living with purpose gives you resilience. It equips you with the strength to bounce back from failure and keep moving forward. Every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Embrace the challenges as part of the process and use them to refine your purpose. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Use every setback as a stepping stone and keep your eyes on the prize. Your purpose will guide you through the darkest times, reminding you why you started in the first place. It's also crucial to stay true to yourself as you pursue your purpose. The world will try to pull you in different directions. People will have their opinions, and society will set expectations. But you must remain grounded in your beliefs and values. Don't compromise your purpose for